think every artist has got their time to shine. It's really important to find your own way and to keep walking on that way. And one day, everyone will join that way.
Hello, welcome to Stories from a Room, a So Far Sounds podcast where we explore the inspiring journeys of incredible artists we love and the stories that shape their creativity. I'm your host, Josh Savage, and today I'm joined by Will Church, one of the best Berlin-based singer-songwriters out there. His music has amassed over 120 million Spotify streams. He's worked with big names like Paradigm, James Carter, and Junge Junge, and gained widespread recognition with his viral four-buzzer performance on The Voice of Germany in 2021. Will, thanks for coming on the show. It's so nice to meet you.
Hey man, it's been a while actually.
It really has. It's funny, even though we're in the same city.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we're just so busy now, right? So yeah, and actually, even though you've played a few So Far Sound shows for us in Berlin,
Yeah.
I keep missing.
But you weren't there. You weren't there.
I know. It just happens to be the ones I'm not around for, unfortunately. But how were they? Because, just for the listeners out there, so me and Will have a bit of history. My first ever tour in Germany, I invited Will to join me as my support act, and Will was also our driver all over the place. We had a great time, and that's kind of how we bonded, and are great friends to this day.
Yeah, man. That was
So
great.
So yeah, speaking of which, we're both so far veterans because we were playing a lot of living room shows during that tour.
Oh yeah.
As well.
Yeah. I love doing that. And I'm so happy that you are right now that you're on Sofa Sounds and doing like these crazy concerts.
Oh, they're gonna get crazy as well. Let me tell you.
Oh, do they?
Oh yeah, but that's the thing. It was crazy how many So Far Sound shows just collapsed in the pandemic naturally, and I was really sad when Berlin stopped because So Far Sounds was a great platform for me as an artist and got me to the bigger stages. And I have a history with doing So Far Sounds shows in the UK. So someone had to bring it here.
Didn't you have the record for the most shows?
So I've played 102 So Far Sound cities myself, and it's not actually the Gander Boys who played for us in Berlin as well. They're incredible. They really put a smile on your face. They've played 250 something. However, most of them are in London, so I still hold the record for playing the most different cities. I'm nearly at 50 now.
Nice.
And yeah, how many so fars have you played? Have you just played Berlin, or did we play some on tour as well? I can't remember.
I just played 2, I think 2 or 3
in Berlin.
I'm not so sure. Yeah, in Berlin.
I will have to get you around the world playing them too. Well, before we jump down that rabbit hole, let's tap into you and your early beginnings. You're a Berliner, right?
Yeah. You could say that. Like real Berliners wouldn't say that.
Why are you not a real Berliner?
No, not real. Not really. Like, but
Why
real
are you
enough.
Fake Berliner?
Yeah, real enough. Yeah, I used to live in Brandenburg, very close to Berlin. Like,
yes.
Yeah. We always went here for partying, like just 30 minutes train ride, and then we're at the club or something.
And now you live here and don't do any parties.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I do. Actually, since the pandemic, I never been to a club again.
Okay, I need to drag you back to the dark side.
Yeah.
To be fair, I don't have time for partying myself anymore. So far, sound shows are basically my version of partying these days.
Yeah.
Cool. So, tell me about growing up in your small town near Berlin, and how you ended up getting into music.
Yeah, it was actually. It's not usual that you end up in the music industry when you come from my little town where I used to live. So yeah, my father is a really big music fan, and whenever whenever we were in the car, we used to listen to music that he liked, which was more, how would I say that it's it was lots of Ozzy Osbourne and Metallica and stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, he really loved that. He also listened to all kinds of pop music too, but that was the kind of music that he basically first introduced to me. So my first record I ever owned was the Saint Anger one from Metallica. That was also one that I used to fall asleep to when I was 6 or 5 or something. Yeah, I loved that. Yeah, and that's it. Kind of was how I got in touch with music, and he always sang along in the car, and I wanted to do that too. And then he bought me records that I could listen to and sing along to, and then some German things, and um, yeah, and I just kind of found out that I always wanted to be on stage doing things when I was a kid. But first, I just wanted to be when I watched Titanic. Um, Someone told me that Leonardo DiCaprio is like super rich and that it's all kind of fake, that he's not really drowning in the sea, and that it's just acting and that's a job. And I was like, man, I'm always playing as a kid. Like I can do that too, so I can I can become a millionaire. And wanted to be an actor, and I always loved to, yeah, whenever we had like little shows in school, I always wanted to, yeah, have like the main role and stuff, and always like to be on stage. And
Center of
later it turned
attention.
into music instead of acting. Yeah.
Why did it turn to music instead of acting?
Because I found out that um but both was really fun, but it was easier like to just to have a stage and to act in a play, um instead of having a band and actually sing like to people. I didn't know what to sing, and as you might hear, I'm not a native, but I always loved English music, so I just made up some lyrics when I sang and stuff. So to get that on a professional, on a good level, it really took some time. So yeah, so my first kind of, yeah, gig or show I played was when I was 14 or 15 with a old Justin Bieber haircut. Uh, yeah. Yeah, and actually I sang a song that you might know too, "Chasing Cars" by Snow Patrol.
Oh, of
That was my
course.
first song I ever
Classic.
played live.
Really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, it was one of my first, yeah, as well.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, it was my first. It's still on YouTube, I think. Um,
Really? We have to
yeah.
find this.
Yeah, sometimes I take it offline, but it is there. I decide when it's online or not.
So how do we
Yeah.
find it? What
I
do we
can
have
s-
to type?
I can send it to you. I'm not
Well,
sure
for
if you can
for,
find
for
it
the
right now.
listeners, for the listeners,
For the listeners,
Broad
um,
Church,
oh, is it actually
Justin Bieber.
my old name? Justin Bieber sings Snow Patrol. No, I think
Oh yeah, of course.
Chasing Cars. Mm, doo-doo-doo. No, you can't find it right now.
Can you put it up exclusively for us?
Yeah, I can do that.
Beautiful. Fantastic. So now, guys, you know where to go to see where it all begins.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And from there, I mean, how was that experience performing for the first time? Also, did you ever get nervous performing on stage? And how did
um,
you fight that?
I was kind of I was kind of afraid of getting nervous, but I didn't get nervous. So I was lucky.
That feels like an
Yeah,
Inception
yeah, yeah,
scene or something.
yeah. Um, yeah, it was. Yeah, I was afraid to. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, I didn't want to fuck up. I didn't want to mess up the lyrics or something. So yeah, I kind of, yeah, yeah, I was not so sure if I could do it because I never did it on stage. But yeah, from the first second on, it was really good. And that was during a Christmas concert, and we used to have three of these. So I had three kind of shows in a row, and it was just one song for me. So yeah, after the first time it was like um, yeah, all fear was gone, and I could just play and relax and have fun. And I knew that the feedback was really good. So yeah, I felt very, very safe.
Well, your voice is absolutely amazing. How did you train your
Thank you.
voice to get where, well, to be as high standard as it is?
That I don't know. That kind of changed during time. Mm, I didn't even have a teacher or something until I turned 17, I think. So I just I just love to sing along to music, and I did this a lot. I mean, if you sing for 2 hours a day straight, then your voice, yeah, it will get better. Um, for sure, it really helped me to later. I have a vocal teacher. But after 2 years with her, she told me that she couldn't really help me anymore. So she introduced me to a that was really fun to a pop and jazz choir in Berlin. There was even an audition, so not everyone was allowed to sing there, and we really had some. It was called Young Voices, and they really had some very difficult arrangements, very jazzy, very like the also timing wise, it was really hard to learn, and I never sang by notes and stuff, so I also had to learn that, all the theoretical stuff, and that really helped a lot because whenever we had rehearsal weekends, we used to sing like 6 hours or 7 hours, and we really had to warm up and do this the day after and the day after, and then we went to studio, recorded everything, and everything had to be so super tight, and yeah, and it's also it's very different, also difficult to sing with others and to blend with others, but still get your strengths shown.
Will, is there a video of you singing in the choir somewhere on the internet as well?
Maybe not on the internet. I don't know. Not sure if it's on YouTube.
Can you upload that for us as well?
I can see. Let me see. I think my mom has loads of videos from that.
Come
So
on, Mrs. Church.
yeah,
Release it. Great.
sure.
And so are you like a living legend in your small town in Brandenburg now?
Um, Not really. I know the people there are not really supportive, like most of them. Yeah, yeah. Because it's weird. They don't understand it. Um, if you are not Michael Jackson or Bruno Mars, then they don't really get what you're doing. If whether you do it for a living or like, everyone's asking like, yeah, when are his studies finished or something? Like when he's doing a proper job, you
Yeah,
know?
right.
But
Until you
whenever I'm
become the
on
next Michael Jackson.
Yeah, yeah. But whenever I'm on TV, everyone's telling my parents like, yeah, he was great and everything. That like whenever something big happens, everyone is there. Uh, yeah. And also, there's another guy from our city who has like more than 1 million followers or something on Instagram, and this is a very big influencer. And so maybe I'm also standing in the shadow a bit, which is fine actually.
Interesting. There's something in the water there then. And how so from that, how do you kind of springboard after your studies to, well, I guess your first steps in adult life and falling into a music career?
Mhm. Um, Actually, it started right after school, and it was always a blend between like studying, um, I used to study Latin and history.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Why?
Just actually, I wanted to study music because I had no idea how to become a musician. And I thought, yeah, studying music is a good start, maybe. But I didn't know that I have to be very good in theoretical music and knowledge and stuff about it. Um, and I was not really good enough to do that. And also studying like, music studying in Berlin is very hard because there's just um, there are two ways you can pay lots of money to a private music school and have like a pop yeah, you can study pop music producing and stuff.
Is that like the Mannheim one?
Yeah, the
Right.
Pop Academy. Yeah, we also got this in Berlin, and we got the BIM. This I think this is also in London. Yeah, and these all cost lots of money, which is crazy. Also, there's the classical way. You just study music, and then eventually you become a teacher or something. Yeah, and I was not good enough for that, but I wanted to be in Berlin because I just started to getting like a network in Berlin to have some friends there, and also I did loads of street music, which was a big part of my life actually. And Berlin is the best city to do that, or was the best city. And yeah, so I just studied something to do something and to have like a meaning or whatever.
Will, do you think studying music is essential for a music career today?
No, not at all. Um, it depends on what you want to be, but you can even be a teacher. I even used to be a teacher in a music school during my studies, which was a bit weird. It was a private school, and therefore you don't really need graduation or something in music or a bachelor. But I think now you do. Yeah, something's changed actually, but yeah, you don't really need that, especially not to be um, a singer-songwriter or pop musician or singer in general. It can help you if you have good teachers, but you don't really need it,
Right.
I think.
And from that, you said you did street music, so busking
Mm-hmm.
in Berlin. You also had a spell in Brighton in the UK, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
How come?
I used to be there for a couple of months actually. Um, was a mix of living there and also I went to a language school there, and yeah, I just wanted to introduce some of my music to people who are native, which was the first time for me. So I was really scared that people would say like, "Ah, my lyrics are super bad" or whatever. And what I found out is that the people there didn't really care about lyrics. So in the first place, everyone was just looking to to hear something nice, like if the voice is good or the melodies are catchy or whatever. And it was pretty good to learn that it's more about the feeling and stuff, and that you don't really have to be scared mm, about doing something wrong in
Right.
music.
Where was that? Was that a BIM in Brighton, or was it somewhere else?
No, that was no, that was with it's called EF. This is just a language school. They do these kind of courses and things. They do it all over the world. So yeah, and I was in the Brighton one, which was really cool. I love that city.
Why did you choose to come back to Berlin? You could have easily just stayed in Brighton, right?
Yeah, actually, that was the plan. I really fell in love with Brighton, and it's also it's super close to London. So I thought, yeah, maybe I could eventually I could move to London, or I could study there. But yeah, I got a call from a very big German TV station, RTL, and they had a new show which was super big in Israel. And it was called what was it called? um, yeah, oh fuck, what was it?
When was this? What year?
Oh, that was 2015 or something. Rising Star was Rising Star.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like 10 years ago or something. Yeah,
What
and
is
I was
Rising
there.
Star?
Rising Star.
Was it? Is it like a contestant thing?
It's yeah, it's like a British Got Talent or something, but with a twist. The people the people were allowed to vote for the talents they see, and everything was live. Yeah, and that was the problem, that everything was live because someone just told the audience that he couldn't choose his song, and he was criticized by by the judges for his song choice. They say, "Yeah, I couldn't even choose it and stuff." Um, and this is all scripted, and and then people started to hate the show, and yeah, and that's kind of it kind of got cancelled after the incident. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
And how was your experience with it? Did you value it? Did you enjoy it, or did you hate it as well?
Oh, that was very mixed. That was very mixed. I was there with my band that I found it that I found right after I finished school. Um, I found some of the people from Facebook and and from my school. They were all students and very funny guys. And we were called Goodbye Hometown. Um, and yeah, and we were kind of some kind of favorites for the show. So some would have expected us to win, but yeah, it never really got to that. But yeah, it was a really good experience. Also, singing on TV is like one thing, but being live on TV uh, with millions of people watching was that was kind of scary.
So
And
you were
also,
nervous finally.
I was there was yeah, I think that was the first time I was really nervous. Also because I was super sick back then. On that day, because there were so many talents and everyone got sick, and then me too, and oh, that was yeah, that was really tough. But I always see this kind of show as a step I already passed. Whenever I get nervous, I think like, man, I was super sick and I was live on TV and I sang that when I was 20, so I can do everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, awesome. So how did that make you stay in Berlin?
Um, yeah, that at least that made me come back because it was in Germany, and after that we really gained some fans, and we could play some shows and we could make some money with music, and then we had some um, people from back then um, it was a distributor. It was not Record Jet. There was another distributor, Spin Up. It's called Spin Up, where you can release your music for free and stuff. And they were super new, and they wanted to help us releasing music, and yeah, so kind of we had multiple reasons to just stay in Germany and build a network, um, and build on the kind of foundation that we had from that show. So it was a tough choice going back to England, starting from zero, or being in Germany, like starting from I don't know, from somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
And where did you go from there?
Um, yeah, the band eventually we split because people like we weren't successful enough, and yeah, and some of us just wanted to, or didn't really want to be like professional musicians. They just, yeah, which I can understand. Now, one of them is a doctor, one of them is a teacher, one of them is a financial dude, and they all do their things. Um, but yeah, but I kept on doing music, and I played all the shows there were to play, and eventually I found out that there was a thing called School Jam, which is actually more for bands, like a band contest. Um, and I took part there without a band, just with a loop station, and I played, yeah, just some songs in a Berlin final. Like, you have to qualify for the final, and then in the Berlin final, I won the final, and then got to the German final in Frankfurt, and there were all the winners from all the lands in Germany. And then I I didn't win there, but I met a guy whose name was Jules Kalmbacher, and he's or back then he definitely was one of the biggest producers in Germany, and also pretty young, in his mid-20s, I think. And he really liked my music, and he just came backstage after I played there and asked me if I wanted to come around and, yeah, and work with him and the team and the band and do some demos and stuff. And that really was a massive turning point. Yeah. We went there, um, and yeah, and recorded some demos with a band, which was crazy. We just had a little, basically like my room here. We had a little room, and I played them some songs I had, like 20 to 30 songs. And whenever they liked the song, they started to play along. Like, we had a drummer, bassist, guitarist, and one guy for some special effects. And I also sang and, yeah, played guitar. So when they liked the song, they started to, yeah, to join in and started to play along. And when they said, "Oh yeah, that felt good. Let's record it," and then the second take we recorded it live. So we ended up having like 15 songs, live recordings from my songs that I wrote alone at home. Um, and when we were like almost done, Jules said, "Man, tomorrow there, or in 2 days, there are some guys from Sony that are coming to our studio. Um, I tell them they have to be here earlier so that they can hear that." So usually A&Rs, those were A&Rs from Sony Publishing, and usually they just hear music. They get music sent by Dropbox or whatever. They listen to it in the studio, or listen to it in their headquarters or whatever, or at home. And yeah, he just invited them to have them hearing me play live, which was really cool. So yeah, and they came. They sat on the couch with headphones and the same mix we all had, and yeah, and they were really, yeah, kind of stunned. They really loved it, and yeah, they asked me if I wanted to sign to them. Yeah, a couple months later. So that was when I signed to Sony Publishing.
When was this? What year?
Oh, I don't know. This was such a crazy time, actually. There was so many things happening. I don't know. I think it's, yeah, it has to be 2016 or something.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah, there were so many things happening. Like, I was early 20, 8 years ago or something. Yeah, can't really tell. I have to write a book someday, like, just to get all the times down.
The World
Um,
Church Bible.
yeah, yeah, and yeah, I just got signed by Sony, which was really crazy because at that point I didn't even know that people didn't write their own songs.
Right.
I I was
That's a really good point. I don't think people understand that
yeah
actually artists writing their own songs is actually a bit of a novelty.
yeah.
Uh,
Everyone I told that they couldn't believe it. Like, and now it's just normal to write with other people. And actually, I also met you through them.
Through that, yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. I remember my manager at the time had connections with Sony, and I remember the suggestions. The most co-writers I was shared
yeah,
with, I'll be honest, I didn't like most of them, but yours really stood out, and I felt was like really represented my sound too. So, yeah,
yeah.
we wrote some bangers. What did we write together? We wrote "Someone to Miss." We wrote an unreleased one, which
Mm,
that's on my to-do list to bring to the light of day as well.
yeah,
Yeah, we're gonna make that duet, aren't we? So that's gonna be sick.
yeah, yeah.
And I feel like we did a second one that I
We
released
did
as
a
well for some
second.
reason.
We did some other ones. Sometimes when I'm
What's that?
scrolling through all my voice memos, uh, yeah, I think I found something that we also wrote.
Gosh, there's so many songs now. Even though they're like your babies, it's easy to forget them as well.
Yeah.
Um, we can tap back into that later.
Mhm.
Awesome. So, um, cool. So, how did getting a publishing deal help you as an artist?
Um, yeah. Usually, nowadays I would tell everyone like be cautious with that. Like don't sign like the first offer you get. Really be careful and really look if it can help you or not. But in my case, I had no other options, and I felt like, and it was like, um, I just skipped like 3 steps. Usually you sign, or usually you have a management, then you sign a very bad publishing deal, very small one, then you sign another one, a better one, and then eventually you sign a big publishing deal, like with Sony or Universal. And yeah, for me, that I didn't have a management uh, until today, actually. Um, and I and yeah, and I just got that offer. They give you some money ahead, which was really good. Which was also, oh, sorry, which was also the reason I could stop studying, at least for 1 year or two. So yeah, I felt safe doing that then after that, which really helped a lot. And they connect you with people you would never get in touch with otherwise. People who wrote hits, producers who just produce your songs for free, basically, um, and also to other singers, uh, yeah, who might take you with them on tour, or yeah, or write songs for you, and you write songs for them, and they sing them. Then yeah, you build a network, and I built a massive network through them. So yeah, that really helped me. Like everything, everyone I know is because of them.
Right.
Like yeah.
And but it sounded like it wasn't a great deal. Do you regret taking that deal?
No, I don't. I don't regret taking it at all. I was just I was really unlucky because the two guys who signed me right after I signed, and the whole process took like 1 year. They already booked sessions to me before I signed, and they connected me with people. Then I signed, and 2 weeks after that, they were gone.
The A&Rs, they
The
left, right?
A&Rs,
Yeah.
yeah, and the A&Rs are the people who work for you and book sessions and listen to your music and try to see where they can, yeah, kind of plug your music to. And um, yeah, so they were gone, and I had some new A&Rs who were not so much into me and into my music. Um, but yeah, they still did something. But when after the second year, I think the whole pandemic started, and I was really not into doing all these uh, yeah, remote sessions. So now I actually love it. But back then I was really not open to that, and I thought, yeah, these 2 months I can just do without remote sessions, and then it took like 1 or 2 years. Or um, yeah, so all all the A&Rs who were there and who I knew, actually, I think they kind of forgot about me because I couldn't do any sessions for 1 year. And then I kind of was stuck in that deal because I didn't recoup the money they gave me in the first place, but also because they did some mistakes, and yeah, and because they kind of forget about me. And yeah, but I think like 3 years ago or something, or 4 years ago, I just uh yeah, I got out of that deal. I recouped. I just said I would have recouped like 2 years earlier, I think, but they didn't really register my songs. So yeah, not all of them. Um, which was actually a bit weird. But it's you think you always have trust in such big companies, and you think they know what they do, and yeah, they would do it eventually, but they never did it. So then I always had to remind them. Then it was, your A&R is not here anymore, and we see who else can do it. And it's really, it can really be a pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you learn from that? What would be your best advice to an artist who is thinking about signing to publishing deal, or someone who just has, and for example, is also stuck in their publishing deal?
It depends on why you're stuck, but in the first place, yeah, hmm, it really depends on if you need a publishing deal. So right now, if you already got a good network, if you know people, and if you're able to release music, if you're able to write music with other people and music you love, and also for other people, and if you're playing live and stuff, then I don't really think that you need a publishing deal. But if you if you really need like quick money, like a good advance or something, um, and want to be safe just for 1 year or 2 years, or whatever, um, you could consider that. And also, if you, like in my case, if you don't have any network, if you are new to a country or something, it's nothing wrong in signing to a publisher for 2 years or 3 years. Um, or yeah, or even with some options or stuff. You can also uh, nowadays you can also just sign for a couple of songs that you write for them, and after that you are free. Yeah, it's just important to get your deal, uh, yeah, in a way that suits you.
Yeah. Cool. So now onto the live performance side. So it sounds like the publishing deal opened up a lot of doors for you. Did it open many show opportunities as well for you? And are you still performing today?
Um, yeah, it really got me started to. I learned some musicians from learned to know some musicians from Melt booking. I don't know. I think I think Melt booking doesn't exist anymore. But back then it was one of the biggest booking agencies, and I used to play some support shows for Ausgear, or for Nila, who's a Finnish artist, and they were signed to Melt Booking, but they got a support act from Melt Booking for their shows, but they didn't like it, so they asked me to play it. So, and that was how I got introduced to Melt Booking. Um, yeah, and they were about to do more things for me and more support shows, and if they go well, like I could do my own tour and stuff. and that was a really big opportunity. But then the pandemic came, just right after that.
I think the last show I ever saw before the pandemic was yours opening for Askey,
Oscar.
actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. That was one day before the 1,000 capacity venues got closed. One day before that.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that
crazy,
was.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Just how our whole lives just entirely changed.
yeah, yeah. Actually, for me, it came at such a good point because I the whole year before that also we were on tour, and then some more support shows and stuff, and I was constantly working and being on tour, making music for 5 years or something, and then I thought, oh, right now, um, I think now is the time to have like a 1 month or 2 month break. Just
So you had 2, 3 years instead.
yeah, and it ended up being like 1 year at my parents, becoming a FIFA pro. Yeah, that was really that was heavy.
What do you prefer the most? Do you prefer songwriting or performing?
Performing for sure.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, I love
Ah.
performing. But I think I need both. I need good balance. I can't perform all the time, mm, and it's really tough to book all the performances and to make them also financially make sense, which is really tough. And to get an audience listens to you would be my dream, just to be on tour the whole year, actually. But yeah, but sometimes you just it's really cool to have just creative breaks and write songs, which is really nice. But also I need breaks from writing songs, because when I yeah 2 or 3 months constantly writing, like I'm empty. I run out of ideas.
I can't remember who came up with this analogy, but it's like filling a well, isn't it? It's like, and
Mm,
once you're songwriting, you're picking ideas out of the well, and
yeah,
then it gets empty, and you have to live life again to fill it
yeah, exactly.
again.
Yeah, that's what you do too with all your travels and stuff.
And touring is a great way of
Yeah,
coming up with new stories.
yeah.
Cool. And so let's go into, well, the pandemic just happened. Now I guess it makes sense to go into your first steps in the voice of
Hmm.
Germany, because that was kind of during the pandemic, right?
Yeah, it was in the middle. We always had to do these bloody corona tests and stuff, and for every rehearsal and whenever we went in that building, it was a disaster. But yeah, that was um actually the best and maybe the only time for me where I could like afford to do that, time wise and also release wise, because they block you for at least half a year, um, from doing any releases, which is tough as a songwriter during a pandemic when you can't do shows and stuff. So yeah, so that kind of was yeah the only gap I had to do that, and yeah, it was really cool, uh, to be there again, and also um, I was really lucky with my song because I didn't know it before. We I sang Arcade, by Duncan Lawrence.
Can you give us a little taste?
It's the all I know, loving you is a losing game. Yeah, it's I think he sang it on the Eurovision once. Yeah, I never heard about that song actually, but yeah, and we had a big list of songs that we could choose from, like couple hundred actually, and then you pick your top 20 or top 10 and then your top 3, and my song was not even in my top 20. Um and when I went there for the pre-castings before the blind audition, uh someone asked me to sing that or to learn that, because he thought yeah, this could be a nice, this could, yeah, with your
Well, he was
voice
right.
could be
Yeah.
good. and he was super right.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, so I learned to love that song.
What I love about your voice as well is just your falsetto. It just sounds like a bloody violin. It's incredible.
Thanks, man. Yeah, and the song has got lots of falsetto, and I even did a higher note on the falsetto than the original, and so that really went well. And it's crazy. It's 3 years ago now, I think, and it's still, or 4 years, I don't know, and still it's still going viral on Instagram. Um, Sadly, not through mine, through my accounts.
Yeah.
But yeah, some random Mexican The Voice accounts always re-release it, and they
Oh
get like
wow.
5 million views, and it's, and I always commented and say, ah, that's me. Hello, follow me, please.
Love me.
Yeah, yeah,
But what a huge achievement, Will, and well deserved too.
yeah. Thanks, man.
And so you seem to be becoming an expert on these voice TV shows.
Yeah,
How was that experience, and how were the next steps? I know you also didn't win, but were close. Sounded like that was kind of a good thing. Tell me more about the rest of the show.
yeah, yeah. The show was a bit weird actually, mm, because I like everyone loved me, and all the voice, all the viewers and all the followers, they were all like, I was one of the favorites, like one of the top three. um you could also tell viewing wise, on YouTube they all upload the performances. And yeah, but I um yeah, but I lost my battle after the blind audition. There's always battle, and then live shows and whatever.
So, what
Uh,
is a battle?
yeah, it's a 1v1, but with vocals.
Hmm.
So we got a song, and you sing it with a partner, like in a duet, but only one makes it to the next round.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a
So,
bit weird because
how do
there's,
you win?
huh?
How do you punch someone with your voice
Yeah,
to
I
win
didn't.
the battle?
um, yeah, you just sing it, and then the judges say, yeah, it's, you were better, or whatever.
Okay. So it's a
Yeah,
judge call. It's a
yeah,
judge
it's
decision. Okay.
very, yeah, it's a judge call, and they thought that my partner was better. Um, but then there's this weird thing about the Voice of Germany. They can steal you if you lose on one stage. Another coach can come. There are 4 or 5 coaches. Another coach came and s- stole me and prevented me from, yeah, from being thrown out. So yeah, so I kind of got into the next round or rounds, because in my case there was something called comeback stage, which felt like, was almost like we were thrown from the big stage and straight to Berghain or something, like in a dark floor, like in a back to the basement, and then yeah, and we had to make it back up to the big stage. So yeah, that was really not very glamorous, and those stages were just shown on YouTube.
You don't like
And
Berghain, Will?
huh?
You don't like Berghain?
Yeah, I not
Have you
really.
been to Berghain?
Once, yeah.
So what? Tell the listeners what's the top secret for getting in. How did you get in?
I did get in. Yeah, not wearing something weird or pink or whatever, like more being black-ish.
You look great in pink right now, though.
Yeah, that's true. It's my new color. Yeah. Oh, what do you mean?
Sorry?
Oh, what do you mean? Which secret?
Oh, just because it's impossible to get in, right? So,
Ah, yeah.
so yeah,
Yeah.
to get past Sven.
I think got harder. It's really been a while.
For listeners who don't know, Berghain is the most infamous club in the world, actually, and it's a techno club. It's got an amazing sound system. but it has a very picky bouncer. If he doesn't like the look of you, he just says not today, and then you have to, yeah, well, find somewhere else to go. And you can sometimes like queue for like 4 hours, and people do that in like
Mm,
the peak of winter. And yeah, so because of that, it's like very hyped, and people love to go. Um,
yeah.
so, but yeah, but not for Will Church.
Yeah.
It's not his cup of tea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was, yeah. Then I was in the voice basement, and sang some songs, and didn't make it to the semifinals.
Right.
So yeah,
And how's the experience? Did you enjoy it? Are you
yeah,
glad you did it?
yeah. I think I don't regret it at all. I think could have been a bit better. I think like every, all the things behind the show, like the music industry um, part of that is really not good, because not even the winner got a deal or got any money or something. You can't even win money. So it's sometimes I really wonder why people go there. Like for me, it was I had no options, and I thought, yeah, it's the pandemic, and it's the best thing I could do. It's one of the biggest stage you can stand on, and it was completely was perfect. But beside from that, um, I don't know, I don't know reason why you should go there. I mean, you gain some fans for sure, but most of them are more like The Voice fans. Like every year is a new winner, and every year there are new talents, and every year there's another Will Church who goes viral on Instagram, on Mexican Instagram accounts. Like you know what I mean? Like people always follow these new people, and you get forgotten quite quick
Yeah,
if if uh, that's all you are. If you're just the voice talent, like you have to make more steps.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, it doesn't sound like you even need it. Like you've had amazing streaming success with your notable releases. Like Riverside now has 25 million streams. Enough has 8 million streams. Um, doesn't sound like you even need a record deal or anything like that. So, tell me more about the story of Riverside and
yeah.
Enough.
Um, yeah, Riverside is actually, it's such a fun song, and was one of the first songs I released. It's sorry for talking so much about the pandemic, but
That's fine.
that's really like
It's such a big
the
part of our
time for me.
lives.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah.
And for me, it was actually career wise quite a good time to
Wow.
like. It's really weird to say because I couldn't play shows, but I started to focus on releasing music. And Riverside was one of the first songs during that pandemic summer that I released, and it went so well and opened so many more doors to those kind of chill house and dance DJs, and everyone would just text me and ask me if I could do a top line for them, if I could sing something, and yeah, and I always and I just wrote so many songs and released so many songs, and uh, back then for that year, my goal for that year was to make a song that reaches like 1 million streams. Like I always set goals for years. Like for every year I have some goals. And for that year was to have a song that has 1 million. And in that year I I think my songs combined had like 30 million.
Yeah, you knocked it out the park.
Yeah, which was just crazy. Couldn't imagine that. So yeah, I don't know. It kind of was good to have to focus on that, and yeah, and I still do. Um, yeah.
You're not with a label now, right? You're releasing independently. Is that correct?
um, Not really. Like I do on a regular basis. I do some independent releases, but usually I do track by track releases with labels. There are so many. Um, they're called like playlist labels. Most of them are like chill house, or like slap house or whatever, more like dancey driven. Um, and they, yeah, when the whole Spotify thing started, those people were clever and founded playlists, that people followed, and now they have most of the labels. They have like 4, 5, 6, 7 playlists with more than a couple 100,000 people that follows them, and they always pitch the artists they sign to these playlists. So you get guaranteed streams. You don't get guaranteed fans, but you get streams. And streams is still a good way to show that you're doing well, if you know what I mean. Like it's superficial, but it just looks good if you if you have more streams, which is a bit sad. But yeah,
What's
it's
your
still like
view of
that.
streaming these days? Do you think, and what, where? Because of course, Spotify is very controversial in the
Mm,
music industry, especially for how it doesn't pay fairly to artists, doesn't pay fairly to songwriters.
mm.
What's your view of Spotify these days and streaming culture?
Yeah, it's mixed. I mean, it could be better. It's weird if you see what crazy numbers they make and how much money they make, but still, it's a good way to, I don't know. I think it's a free way to get music out, and all these playlists and stuff. If you get lucky, like when I release independent songs, um, I still get to some of the biggest playlists in Germany. They are New Music Friday. They have a couple 100,000 people that follows them, or Pop Brandneu. These are like super big playlists, and you can even get them without a label and without a management, whatever. Just having a song that kind of, um, might might fit the algorithm or whatever, or might sound good. I don't know how they pick songs for those playlists. Um, but it's really possible for everyone to get to big playlists, and yeah, and therefore get some more fans and some more,
Do you think that's still possible now though? Because I feel like Spotify
yeah.
did have had an amazing discovery platform. It really helped break some artists like Dermot Kennedy, for example, before he was signed and became absolutely massive. I don't know if it is that good for bringing artists to the forefront anymore. Because, like you said, you did
Mm.
get a lot of streams, but you didn't necessarily get fans.
Yeah,
Like a lot of
that.
fans, at least.
Mm, but that's, I don't know. Like it's for people. It's very. It seems very hard. There are so many musicians, and to follow musicians who are usually not really good at doing social media. Um, it's a big step to follow an artist, and I also do that. I tend to do that. There are so many artists. I love their music, and I don't follow them. So, uh, on Instagram or whatever, yeah. Um, and that's. I mean, also it's really good. Spotify, it's also it's linked to Eventum. So if you have like shows there, like they support you. But I know what you mean. It's more for the bigger for the bigger artists that it helps them.
I have a great story for you. We I was organizing a So Far Sounds Berlin show
Mm.
in a beautiful outdoor space, and one of our team members, Alicia Popat, also an artist, I think you're familiar with as well.
Yeah,
Um,
she was at the Voice at my season.
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beautiful woman inside and out. Beautiful voice as well, and great artist. She, of course, is very into music naturally as an artist herself
Hmm.
and a music fan. This blew my mind. So, one of the artists that I booked at So Far Sounds Berlin was sound checking, and he was playing this song, and instantly Alicia perked up. She was like, "Oh, I love this song. This is like one of my top 5 songs of all time. I play this every single day." And so I said to Alicia, I was like, you know, I don't think that's a cover. I think that's actually his song. And this was incredible. Alicia's favorite artist that she listens to every single day was in front of her. She didn't even recognize his name because on our team spreadsheet she could see it well in advance. So she had her favorite artist right in front of her, and she didn't recognize him. And I think that's the issue with streaming these days: is it's great for getting your music out there, but it's not building connection between fan and artists anymore. And it's heartbreaking, really, to be fair, because the reason I love music is it's a great way to connect with people,
Yeah.
and there's such a big disconnect between artists and fans these days.
Yeah, sure. Um, yeah, big numbers doesn't mean that you have loads of people that go to your shows. Um, and yeah, it's yeah, and it could be more money that you could make with streams. If I imagine if it would just be 1 cent per stream, like it would be crazy rich. But that's the, it's also it's hard to compare. Some people say like, yeah, it was better. Yeah, it used to be better when there were only CDs or vinyls to be sold, but it was a different time, and it was so hard to produce those things and to get those into shops legally and stuff.
Well, what's insane, I think, is people don't fully understand how much time and money it costs to produce music. And
Mm.
now we have unlimited music at our fingertips for free, which is a good thing. And it's great for people's mental health and including my
Mm.
own. I'm a big listener as well. And I love that I can listen to anything. However, I think people, I think the biggest issue in the music industry and why music is so undervalued right now is um, because yeah, people have so much music. There's an unlimited supply of it, so people now the mindset I think is that music should be free and music is worthless, and really it's music is priceless. Like if you think about how it plays such a big part of our lives, and I think Spotify did a great thing to fix music piracy um, way back when. However, I think it's outdated now, and we need a new model that supports artists better and songwriters. And I'm wondering why don't we have a platform like Audible, for example, where we have a limited supply of music, where you can still listen to your favorite music, but you have to choose a bit more, and it's a bit more of a conscious decision. And then you have a credit system. I think that's the way to go to kind of to make it to bring a limited supply so that people value music more. Artists can survive from their music. Like it's
Mm.
insane how many I don't even know how new artists even make a living or even grow their careers these days, and that's partly what inspired me to bring So Far Sounds back to Berlin.
Mm. Yeah, that's such a tough question. How to make those streaming things better? Because the thing is, um, for all the artists, Spotify is the only thing that really matters compared to Apple Music or Deezer or whatever, or Amazon Music, whatever there is. Because usually, I mean, I make like more than 90% of my streams I make in total are from Spotify. And this is for most of the artists. So Spotify is super important for all the yeah, for all the labels, for all the big labels and small labels. Just it's very important. Also, it's one of the only um, streaming platform that shows the streams, which is also a big matter. Like I think music would change a lot if you couldn't see how many streams people make.
Why do you think that matters? Because, well, I was gonna say when you listen to CDs, you couldn't see how many times it was streamed. But I guess back then the stats were based on how many CDs were bought.
Yeah,
So I go back on that now.
yeah. I don't know. I still think like yeah, it's important to make streams to get to charts too, and also for many people who are a bit more like famous, uh, they get yeah they get judged a lot if people see like, oh, this new song only go like 30,000 streams or whatever from a big artist, then they would say, yeah, it's a flop.
which is crazy.
Yeah, yeah, totally. It's completely crazy. But what you don't see then it's that it's a 5 minute song that people actually listen to, and people actually, yeah, then which has a meaning and stuff, and yeah, and there's so much. I wouldn't say worthless, but really like meaningless music with just like under 2 minutes length just to make streams and just to have high numbers and to say like, yeah, a new song is out, like one day out and 1 million streams, let's go. And you have a like 30 seconds song or whatever. Like it's but what
Well, songs
counts
getting shorter,
is the
aren't
number.
they?
Yeah, yeah. I'm waiting to the day where it's just chorus, verse, chorus, just 130 or 1 minute. I think this will be there one day.
Gosh, wow, that'd be insane. I mean, yeah, I think so. When I started making music, songs were about 4 minutes, 4 minutes and a half. Now I
Mm-hmm.
think they are on streaming to be successful on streaming. They're generally, I think we're around 2 minutes 30, even like
Yeah, two
two
minutes 30
minutes.
is perfect, and 3 minutes is
Too long now.
could be too long.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
generally speaking. So how?
yeah.
So Will, how do you approach to creating music that resonates with listeners worldwide now,
Oh, actually,
for yourself and for others too, when you're writing for other people?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, for other people is different because I always have to see what the person I write the song for or with, what he or she would like to say, or who the person is and what fits to the person. Um, so yeah, for me, it's more. I try to make songs that um, yeah, that I can relate to, or that tell a story, um, that I would like to listen to in a couple years. That I would like to listen back and then see, oh, that was worth thinking back then. That's fun, or that's sad, or whatever. So it's kind of like a diary in a way. Like you can see how I feel during all that periods of time, and also it's for me it's super important. I also have another project where I mostly do like dance music, and yeah, just very easy happy songs or whatever. And it's also for me it's really fun just music wise doing different things, just not one genre all the time. When I started, I was writing folk music for 5 years, and after that I was like, yeah, I don't know if there are any new chords or whatever that I could do. Like everyone was sounding the same, and then I immediately lost the, yeah, lost the thrill of it a bit, yeah, or the magic, because I've heard it before, and then it's cool to have something completely different. I even nobody knows by now, but I think next year I will also release loads of children's songs, which is
What?
with my voice. Yeah, also it won't be a Will Church release. I release it with a children's song label or publisher,
Oh wow!
and it's it's just so fun doing these. Like sometimes I don't. It's like we sing "All My Little Ducklings" or "Twinkle Twinkle Little Star," whatever, or some German children's song classic, and turn them into English ones.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and this is really weird doing these sometimes, but after that, it's really cool going back to what I feel inside me. Like it's I don't know, it's good to get your head free sometimes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And just try something different.
Yeah.
Awesome, love that. And I guess as well, how do you connect with your fans these days?
Oh, it's really tough actually. I try to connect. Mm, I would love to connect in person on tour. The last 2 weeks, I had two really big shows with Kamrat, which is a German pop act. He also was a judge at The Voice last year, and yeah, and he had a big tour, and I was allowed to play 2 or 3 shows for him as support act, and it's just great seeing people and coming back to the next show knowing all my lyrics, even though I'm not the main act, which is just great, and buying some shirts or whatever, and it just yeah, I love talking to people and saying thanks in person. But try also yeah shows if I have shows. If not, I try to do that through Instagram, which is like my main platform to yeah to talk or to speak with people.
How's your relationship with content creation?
Ah, yeah, it's difficult. It is there. It has to be there, and it's very important. It's a big chance, but also it's like um, it got too much. I think like if you don't post daily, like you already get the feeling like the algorithm forgets you or people because some people post daily and they get seen by everyone.
How often do you post or
Uh,
try
I,
to post?
I'm trying to I'm trying to do that daily, but I just can't. Sometimes there are just a couple of weeks where I don't post anything. So I don't know. It's I try to do it daily, and also on the all the other platforms on YouTube, which is actually a platform I really love. Um, yeah, YouTube or TikTok, and uh, it's the the thing is those things are not really made for musicians. It's more it works for musicians if big influencers use your music, then it's really helpful and really big. Like you can go viral with a song or have a flashy dance hit or whatever if someone dances to it. But how should I start a dance competition or something on TikTok? Like I can't do that. Like someone else has to do it with my music. So I don't know. And you? What's your relation?
Right now, I'm like fully committed to building the So Far Sounds community in Berlin. So
Oh yeah.
I've been awful at posting for my own work, and I've kind of taken a step back from my own
Yeah.
music career just whilst I build this because I like to
Okay.
focus on one thing at a time and really like
Mm.
excel at one thing at a time.
Yeah.
However, I'm thinking when I get back into my music, I mean, what's beautiful with bringing So Far Sounds back to Berlin is
Mm.
it's inspiring me more as an artist, just seeing so much great talent
Mm.
on a regular basis. We're doing 10 sold out shows in February this month,
Mm.
which is a record for us, and spicing it up with some really cool, interesting venues. Like this is what I mentioned earlier in our conversation. What actually we're doing a So Far Sound show in a sex club next month,
Oh wow.
which is a so far first.
But that's not
So
mine, isn't it?
sorry,
Is that my show? Like
it's not. I'm afraid.
okay.
I think.
I'm not sure if I'm afraid. But, yeah.
It's very exciting.
Mm.
But I'm thinking when I get back to it, I mean, it's funny because when you do releases and stuff, you, well, traditionally you would need like a radio plugger, for example. And I'm starting to think now,
Mm.
actually having a content person with you is actually more important than a radio plugger. And especially
Mhm.
considering if you work with a radio plugger, you're spending thousands, absolute thousands,
Yeah.
for them to run a campaign to promote you. And it's like a lottery. It's like
Yeah.
it's an absolute lottery. They can get you nothing, and you still pay them like
Hmm.
a couple of grand. I think I've paid like 20 grand to radio pluggers over my career.
Oh,
I'm just starting
really?
to think, well,
Yeah,
yeah, but over my 10-year career.
yeah.
But I'm just starting to think, like, what if I spent that more on building my socials organically and having like a content creator
Yeah.
assistant? Because I think what's so hard for us artists with content creation is,
Mm.
I mean, music is vulnerable enough as it is. We actually have to like really dig deeper and show our appearance
Mm.
more and kind of show an extroverted version of ourselves. And I feel like most artists are introverts, and that's why we're shit at social media.
Yeah. Yeah, most of us are only extroverts on stage.
Yeah,
That's why we do it, actually. But yeah, that's the same thing I thought. When I had these two shows, I had a videographer and a camera guy with me. So I have photos and videos uh, in all formats, like which is like you need so many things, and I have so many pictures of it, and I'm sure that by the end of the month, all my content is gone. Like then I will run out of content by the end of the month for sure. Yeah, so it's good to have a team that helps you with that. And it's funny that you mention radio promoters because I even with labels, I worked with a label um, with a song, and they thought, yeah, it will be the biggest radio hit of the year, and we make that work and stuff. And they made such I don't know, it didn't work at all. They paid like 5 or 10,000, I don't know how much for radio, and yeah, and some radios just played it once and then never again. And and they also, all the radios, they send feedback. That's all they do. um and it's crazy how yeah, not personal the feedback is, like when they, yeah, I don't know, it's crazy.
yeah. Well, what are the challenges and rewards of being an artist in this competitive music industry?
Oh. I think one of the biggest challenges is to not compare yourself to others uh when it comes to followers or success or streaming or um whatever. Just I think I think every artist mm, has got their time to shine, and it's really important just to find. Sounds so cliche, but it's really important to find your own way and to keep walking on that way. And one day, everyone will join that way. It's better than choosing different ways or looking, oh, he's doing that, I do that too. Yeah, then you're second. Then he will be there first. And or she's talking about there, or she's playing there and stuff. Like everyone's got their own time to shine. Like right now, I feel uh, if I would have stuck more to my country music or to my folk music, uh, I think right now is really the perfect music, perfect time to do that on a, yeah, on a like pop acoustic music. It's the perfect time to do that because country is coming back big
Well,
time.
it's come in force, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's already here.
yeah, it's so here. And yeah, 5 years ago, everyone was telling me like, yeah, we already got Ed Sheeran, and we don't want to hear acoustic guitar on pop music and stuff. And now it's everywhere. So it's nobody can predict it. So it just, yeah,
Also, I find the music industry is always one step behind.
yeah, yeah. They're always behind.
Yeah.
But sometimes yeah, sometimes things still work. When dance music got big, I thought, yeah, that will just be there for 3 years or something. Like when David Guetta got his first big hit. I thought, yeah, this won't last long. And yeah, so sometimes it's good to be open to new things, but if it's not for you, it's not for you.
Yeah, 100%. And that's why I really treasure the So Far Sound shows, is because we'll put on anything good as long as long as it's good. We don't care about statistics or anything like that, as long as we can see that you can perform in an intimate setting.
Yeah.
And yeah, and it's all about the music, which is actually incredibly rare in the music industry, which is ridiculous. um
Mm.
yeah, so tell me about your most memorable live performances, Will. What would you say are your top three?
Mm, top three. Saying I don't have to rank it, do I? No. Okay. Oh, what's now? My light just went off. Ah, here we go. Okay. Um, yeah, for sure. There was the biggest I played was at the Kulturbrauerei in Berlin. Um, there was open air, and I had a 20 or 30 minutes slot at the Energy. Mm, what was it called? Energy Music Tour. Like Energy is
Okay.
the biggest radio station in Berlin.
Radio station.
Uh,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, and they had a contest, and I played there because I played every contest, and
Literally.
yeah, sure, and I won it, and so I won the gig there, which was great because there was also Sarah Larson,
Okay.
uh, who was she was just 18 back then, and Tom Odell played there too.
Wow.
Yeah, and Mark Forster, like a very big German
Yeah.
radio act. And yeah, and me, Lil Will, and yeah, it was incredible. You played at Olympia Park in Munich. I don't know how many
N-
people are there, like
no,
80,000 or whatever.
Messe München, 100,000.
Yeah, that's insane.
That was insane. And
Yeah.
how, because I had a band, like, how did you manage to, yeah, when you play the big shows, you need the energy there. And of course, as a solo artist, that's quite difficult. How did you bring the energy as Little Will?
I love to make people sing and make people do things. And the more people there are, the better it sounds. So yeah, it's really cool. So I made them sing. Like
Was it
they
an
were
Was it an O by any chance? Like, I remember when you were on tour, we were saying, we were listening to the radio and he was saying all you need is an O for people
yeah.
to sing along to, and then it's a hit.
Yeah, it was, and it still is. It still is the same. It's an ow ow ow
Oh
ow.
yeah, 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 yeah. I remember
Yeah,
that one.
yeah. The people love that still. They always will.
It
Yeah,
was a
that was
classic,
really
yeah.
big, and there were 5,000 people there.
Wow,
Yeah,
so cool.
that was really cool.
Kulturbrauerei. Wow,
Mm-hmm.
amazing, great.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's why I watch the football every 2 years,
Ah, yeah.
at the World Cup and the Euros.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yeah, and
And two more live performances
boah,
that are your top
mm,
favorites.
it's hard to tell actually, because 2 years ago I went to the German preliminary. This is such a weird word.
The
Um,
Eurovision.
yeah, the Eurovision
Uh huh.
um, for Germany. So I almost took part of the Eurovision for Germany. But at the pre-selection, I got second place, which is also a live TV show and people vote and stuff.
Yeah.
And was really close. Yeah, and I ended up being second place, and that was so cool because I got all the 12 points. Go to Will Church. I got all of them. There was a new record for that.
Wow.
Yeah,
By the
but then
judges.
by the judges. But there were beforehand there were some also some votings, online votings, even before the live show was. And all the other acts, or most of the other acts, they already had like millions of fans. Uh,
Right.
yeah, but not me. I got some fans through that. So yeah, that was a really good experience. And I just when they when you get those 12 points, the camera is always on you, and you have to do something like celebrate. And in the end, and there was like 7 or 8 times when they say like 12 points go to Woodchurch. In the end, I was starting to do the some football celebrations, like the
Like.
Cristiano Ronaldo one, like the yeah, that was really cool. Yeah, that was definitely a big day, a
Fantastic.
big show. And and the others, it's very hard to tell. Maybe I'm not
Well,
sure.
I really wanted to ask, what what do you prefer, playing the bigger ones or the more intimate ones, and what's the
Oh,
difference between the two? Also, what do you find the most difficult?
mm, I think play smaller ones is more difficult, but it can be very rewarding. I think that, mm, if because you can really see the crowd. If there are more than like 500 people, it's very hard to tell who's there, what kind of people are there, how do they feel and stuff. It's more, yeah, you feel more distant in a way. But if you're especially on sofa sounds or on living room shows, if you have like just 20 people there or 40 people, and you see all of them and see all of them cry or laugh or sing, then it's the best feeling, I think, because you can't make, if you have 500 people or 1,000 in front of you, you can't make all of them dance or all of them sing. um, but you can do that with 40 people. But if you don't get that and all the people hate you, or the 40 or 20 people, then it's the worst thing in the world.
Is that worse than thousands of people, though?
No, because it's more distant. I think
Yeah,
it gets more personal if you have fewer people.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
yeah. It's but mm, I can't really tell which I like more. I like both. I have to
Yeah,
say.
fair. And you said earlier you like to have year goals. What is this year's goal for you in 2025?
Oh, I can't remember, man. Actually, yeah. Actually, I um every New Year's Eve, I always uh yeah, check what I did this year, and then I check what my goals were the year before. I don't check during the year because sometimes the goals don't even matter. What my goal was 5 months ago might not be important 5 months later. So yeah, but it's just fun to see because and that's why I write them down and I forget it. And then by the end of the year I see, did I do it or not?
But how do you keep to your goals if you can't remember them?
Mm, I think my goals, yeah, it sounds a bit like spiritual, but I think your goals, if they are really what you want, it comes to you. If you just, I mean, you can't just sit there and don't do anything. But I know what I have to do. I know I have to write music. I know I have to sing music. I have to send it to people. I have to build my team, and I have to stay humble and keep having fun, and then everything will work out in the
Love
end.
that. Will, your stage name is Will Church. I think you're allowed to be spiritual.
Yeah, am I? Yeah, yeah, probably.
Brilliant. Okay, well, tell me about your upcoming releases, tours, and any potential collaborations that you're most excited about this year.
mm.
What's next for
um,
you?
what's next is actually, and this will be a very big thing. It's my new release. It's I built a team, and it's a mix between releasing independently and just with a team, just with people who help you. And we also got a radio promoter who's maybe having a percentage of the song. So he's more, so we don't have to pay him beforehand, and he's more into working for it. And he's a cool guy, and yeah, it's more working with friends and trying to see what it brings. So I'm really excited for that. And this will be out on is it 21st, I think.
Of
Let me check.
February.
Yes. Yeah, it's
Fantastic.
21st of February.
What's
And
the
it's
song
called
called?
Hello. Very
Hello.
creative. Hello. Here I am again. Still
Sweet.
here. Hey.
Adele, watch out.
Yeah.
Will Church is coming for you with his hello.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that will be very cool. And then we see from that one, we see, and after all these shows I did now, we'll see if I get a booker to work for me or with me in planning tour and shows. And yeah, so I don't really have a tour to announce, sadly. Yeah, about that song. So
The time will come.
yeah.
And how, through all the countless releases that you're releasing, not just for yourself, but for others as well, how do you stay inspired to create and to keep going through this roller coaster ride of a music career?
Oh yeah, it's yeah. Sometimes it's just taking steps back and just don't do don't do any music and just I don't know, just being with my wife and my wife and my little dog, watching reality TV or whatever.
Really?
But yeah, sometimes that really helps. It's also it's cool seeing other people's problem, and then sometimes it even inspires to a song.
Yeah,
So yeah, I don't know. It's just living life, just eating good things and being outside, doing doing sports a bit. Yeah, just living.
fantastic. Living, just live.
Yeah, just live.
So, where should people find you? Where's the best place to connect with you, Will?
Um, yeah, on the next sofa sound show, but I think
Well,
this
that's
podcast will
sold
be
out, I'm afraid. So,
yeah. Ah, okay,
they
yeah then.
they'll have to go somewhere else.
um, then you just go to Instagram, guys.
What's
Text
your
me there,
Instagram?
leave a nice message. Hmm?
What is it?
What Instagram is?
What's your handle?
It's going to be a long podcast. It's Will Church Music, or just Will Church. You find me there, and yeah, you can you can leave a message. Or we
And follow
see.
you on Spotify, I imagine. I
And
don't
on
think
Spotify,
people
they can
understand
listen.
how important that is.
Yeah, yeah. And even if you want to hear more of my stupid stories, then you can also. And if you're German, or if you understand German, you can listen to Bohnen mit Apfelmus, which is the name of my podcast.
Beautiful. Bohnen with, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Beans and
Beans, apple.
apple
What?
mousse?
Yeah, like
Apple
mousse.
juice? Apple like yogurt?
No, it's more like yeah. What would you say that? Like a
I'm
cream or
learning.
whatever? No, mousse. Mousse.
Yeah.
Like mousse au chocolat.
I think it's like apple compote.
Compote.
Yes. Well,
Yeah,
that's
like
the
that.
French one. I'm getting all my languages mixed up.
Yeah. It actually
Um,
tastes quite well.
yeah.
Quite good. Yeah.
No, I know. It's delicious. It's brilliant. Okay. Let's close with one last thing, Will. What's your best advice to new artists today?
Mm,
Top tips
top tips by Will
from Will
Church.
Church.
Don't be afraid to sign anything, but don't sign anything. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
No, absolutely
no.
not. I have no idea
um,
what you mean.
yeah, I don't know. Don't be. How would I say that in a clever way? Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Just try things out. You got time, and one day it'll all be good
Your
and
time will
nice.
shine. That's something
Yeah,
you mentioned a lot earlier.
exactly.
I feel like that's the title of your next song. Time to
Yeah, sure.
shine.
That's how I write my songs. I just try to find life mottos, and then I write it
Fantastic.
down.
Well, Will, thank you so much for your time. Keep up the
Thanks.
amazing work. Absolutely love your music. And yeah, we've been So Far Stories. We'll see you next time. Much love.